morning to you, Ainsley. As smash and grab robberies plague San Francisco, city leaders there are considering a proposal that would make it easier for businesses to hire off-duty deputies as security guards. They're going to take a vote next week. But small businesses say more needs to be done because only big stores can afford the extra help. Joining us right now is the owner of Golden Gate Gym in San Francisco, Danielle Rabkin. Danielle, good morning to you.
Morning.
You know, it's one thing, big stores, they're going to be able to hire these off-duty cops. And the good thing about it is they're going to be in their uniform and they're going to have a gun, which is going to probably be a deterrent. But you can't afford that. You're behind on your rent. You can't afford the rent, let alone a guy in a uniform.
San Francisco is such a difficult city to do business in already. I don't see how mom and pops, small businesses or small retailers are going to survive these extra costs. Our rents here are just insane. There's so many obstacles to doing business that to spend $100 an hour on private law enforcement, and that's what it costs. So we're talking several thousand each week extra in costs. It's just not feasible.
Sure. And, you know, Danielle, we've all seen the smash and grabs where people got sledgehammers and stuff like that, and they're breaking the cases and then they're hauling off the stuff. You, like this stuff right here, you told one of our producers that you're lucky you don't have merchandise that people want to steal.
I feel very fortunate not to be a retailer in the city right now. I'd be horrified. I wouldn't want to own a real retail shop. I wouldn't want to work in one. I still do worry about safety and security in the city. It just doesn't feel safe on the streets. Not only is theft an issue, but there's a lot of mentally ill and drug addicts out there. Just yesterday, there was someone out front of my shop really aggressively screaming, holding his tinfoil and his lighter, his drug paraphernalia. It just is a little bit scary. So even though I don't have merchandise that would be attractive to thieves, it's concerning for my own personal safety.
Absolutely.
I worry about my customers and staff. I have 2 female employees that won't come to work at 6 in the morning when it's dark because they don't feel safe. So it's just becoming very difficult to do business here.
Well,
on top of how hard it already was.
Absolutely. And Danielle, you're talking about your employees are afraid to come in first thing in the morning. What about, apparently you've got one client who comes in, wants to take the 6 o'clock class at night, but really has to take the 5 o'clock class because at 6 o'clock it's dark and she's terrified.
I have one gal who lives about 1.5 miles from the gym. She walks there. Most people in San Francisco don't have cars. She doesn't want to come to the later in the evening class because it's dark when she leaves. She literally runs home after class at 5 p.m. Runs, doesn't walk because she doesn't feel safe on the sidewalks. So it's really unfortunate. It hurts business owners. It's obviously not good for people. I worry about my own safety. I worry about their safety. I think it is driving people out of the city. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah. Will it drive you out?
I've thought a lot about it. It's very difficult. I have family here. I do have a business. I do have income. I hope that it turns around. I think people are waking up that change is needed. I think that the residents of San Francisco are pissed off. I think tourism is probably hurting. Conferences are hurting. People don't want to come to the city because it feels lawless. It's not a media ploy. It's real. I have gated bars over the front entrance of my business. I used to open them first thing in the morning and close them at night. I keep them closed all day long because I don't want to risk the windows getting smashed, even though I don't have anything to steal. It's a real problem here.
Well, you've got so many challenges, and we know it's tough out there. You're going to be opening up in 20 minutes. Danielle Rabkin, CrossFit, Golden Gate Gym owner. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.